Hey everybody, welcome to day 6 of the next Adex Club Training Workout Program. That's how it goes, right? Anyway, I'm Coach Donnie. Today we are going to do 3 exercises. Again, that's right, 3. We are going to do the one-handed Gama cast. We're going to do inside circles, and we're going to end up with a shield cast today. And this is what we're building to in this section of our training. And by the end of this program, you're going to have a very beautiful mill that you can show off. So let's get our shield cast down pat first, and we'll build up to our shield cast with a couple of these, let's say, lesser exercises, and then we'll get to the more complex. So let's begin with our one-handed Gama cast. I've got my Adex Fat Handle Club loaded to 15 pounds today. That's about what I can use for the one-handed thing. Please adjust your weight accordingly. Also, check your area. Make sure you have a nice area to train in. You're not going to hit any of your furniture, drop your club on your floor, or bang into any pets or children while you're training. Let's begin. Bring your club to the order position. We're going to begin with the one-handed Gama cast. And the one-handed Gama cast goes like this. Think robotic, just like the two-handed Gama cast. Bring it across so I am closing the door, going over my head, bringing it straight across, making sure my elbow is pointing forward, and pulling down with my lat and tricep. Again, start over here, very close to the ear. Rotate your arm around so that your elbow is pointing forward and bring it down. If you have to choke up on your club to get that little bit of extra purchase on the club so it's not so wild, do that, or lighten the weight. Take a second to do that. You can pause the video here. But let's begin. We're going to do 3 sets of 8, and that's going to go through the whole workout. So let's begin. 1, 2. Now remember, with the Gama cast, it's going straight across in the back. 3, 4, and try to work your club lower and lower back here. 5, 6, and don't duck your head out of the way. 7, 8. Let's do it on the other hand. 1, the first one's hard sometimes. 2, look at all the goodness I'm getting in that rotation of my humerus. Don't let your hips go crazy. Keep them tight and screwed to the floor. Don't duck like I just did. There you go. That's 8. Park your club. We're going to rest for 1 minute. The Gama cast is very similar to the shield cast, except the shield cast is a swing in that back motion across the back from one shoulder to the other. I'm going from this side to this side. That's going to be a swing with the shield cast. And that is more akin to a Mace 360, if you think of it, a one-handed Mace 360. So we want to build the strength with the Gama cast. The Gama cast, I believe, is the ultimate upper body builder, because you are engaging basically everything around your collar area. You're going from medial delt to medial delt, anterior and posterior, that means front and back, all the muscles that are there. Upper pecs, traps, rhomboids, they're all getting hit here. Let's begin our second set. You guys ready? 3 sets of 8. We're on our second set, 8 repetitions. Nice and robotic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Worry about your posture while you're doing it. Nice and straight. See that? And that rotation I'm talking about is when your elbow is up in the air like this. When it turns, your humerus, this bone, is turning around. Watch. See that? How my elbow points to the side when I initially lift it, and it's pointing forward now. And get it closer and closer to your ears. And lower in the back. Don't let your body contort. Keep a nice, straight, upright position. Good. 2 sets down. Park your club. So when your humerus is rotating like this, it is actually moving your shoulder blades in the back. Your shoulder blades are, your shoulder is a pretty complex joint because it articulates forward, rearward. It goes with, it's in coordination with our hip timing so that when we're running, our rotation is, so you got a lot of stuff based on your shoulders, and you want your shoulders to stay healthy throughout your life. Because, you know, I don't want us to age the same way that my parents and my grandparents and great-grandparents did, where they were limited in mobility as they got older. I want all of us to stay active, moving, and capable individuals for as long as we can. Okay, get ready. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, nice and robotic. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Stand upright. Don't make your hips do funky, crazy stuff like that to contort your body to get it out of the way. This is all about shoulder mobility and strength. This is an exercise that you can do two-handed with very heavy weight, and it works wonders for your shoulders. Beautiful. All right, you guys, you're starting to breathe a little bit. I am. Not that I'm not breathing, but your breath is, you're breathing a little faster. In through the nose, slow it down. Out through the mouth. Take longer breaths to control your breathing so that we can practice breathing properly in panic situations and we're not like that. We can, because when you're worried about that, you can't figure out who you got to rescue or what you got to save or anything like that. You want to stay as calm as you can. Breathing helps do that. Your thought process will be better. So the Gama casts, practice those. Like I said, get that pattern down. 1 and 2 hand Gama casts you can do with weight, and they're a great strength builder. Wonderful for the shoulders and the upper body. Bodybuilders and powerlifters should be doing a lot of these to keep their shoulders mobile. All right, our next exercise is the inside circle. We're all familiar with that, and let's go. Work over those shoelaces. Okay, beautiful. Now remember, cast that club out, but keep your shoulder in pack. Beautiful. Park your club. Now, your inside circle, the way I laid this exercise program out for today, for day 6, we started with a Gama cast, which is basically the same pattern as your shield cast. Then we went to, and it's very robotic, there's no swing involved with it. The inside circle, casting it out and letting the weight of the club pull you to the other side, is your body lining up with the swing. So now you have the pattern of the Gama cast building up with a little bit of feeling of this swing from the inside circle to get your body used to the weight pulling you around. So when the weight comes behind your back on the shield cast, when it's going like that, you already have a little bit of that flowy feeling in there. So this is the reasoning for your inside circles and the arrangement of the exercises in this order today. Again, we're doing inside circles, and let's go. Cross the center line. 1, 2. Try to move just your waist. 3, 4, or from the waist up, I should say. 5, 6, 7, 8. Swap hands. Now again, get that cast out, but don't let your shoulder go like that. You want your shoulder to be like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See how I'm rotating from my waist up? 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. The reason why I'm telling you to rotate from the waist up is because this weight isn't heavy enough yet for you to be driving off your rear foot. If you're using a weight that you're driving off your rear foot to cast it out, guaranteed your shoulder's coming out of pack and your shoulder's looking like this when it's going across rather than like that. You don't want to be overreaching. That is going to cause problems in your shoulder blade. You don't want that because your rhomboid's going to start flaring up, and then you're going to feel it over here, and you're not going to like me because of that. So make sure your shoulders are packed down and packed not only down like this, but you don't want them packed down so you're like that. You want your shoulders back. That comes by rotating your elbow pits outward. Work on your posture. I still work on mine. I'm going to be 62. Let's get ready for our third set of inside circles. You ready? Let's go. 1. Stand tall. All right. Whew. And the other way. Beautiful. See that? End up right in this position, nice strong position, your order position. Park your club, look like a pro, take a sip of water, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. This is a good training program. Now, of course, you guys can set up whatever weight you want to do on here. You can change the set and rep scheme, all of this. You know, we're building everything to get to our shield cast, which we're going to do today, and also go onto our one-handed mill. And I have to check with my producer right now. Was that the second or third set? That was the third. So we're on to the shield cast. You see that? I get a little help sometimes, you guys. And you can see how the brain gets fried when you're doing exercise. So now we're going to begin with our shield cast, our one-handed shield cast. Let's clean the club up. We're going to start here. little bit in the center. We're not going to be to order here. We're going to be more in the middle. And this is a demonstration. Toss the club out this way. So I'm going to cast the club up this way, around and back. Watch in the back how this goes. And now I'm doing, do you see that swing in the back? Now, to make it harder, I can rock my hips. You see? So let's try this together. You ready? I'm going to cast out sideways. I'm going to give you guys one tip for this before we begin. When you see a bird gliding in the air, that's where you want to throw your club head to, the wide wings. Imagine that. You want to work in this one plane, sideways going across the back of your body. So you want to think like the bird. You're going to cast out this way, and you're going to pull up from the side back in. So watch me. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Look at the way my elbow is going. 4. My elbow's making a little circle here. 5, 6. Get it low. 7. Should be down by 8. You should be down by your collar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. Park your club. You want the club, when I cast it out to the side like this, and it's going out at that angle, I'm pitching it up high enough so that I can let the club swing like that in the back. The weight of the club will drop it, and I'm controlling the torque. My motion is all directed by my elbow circles. So basically, club training is this series of little elbow circles, whether you're doing complete ones or like semi-circle, excuse me. And everything is focused on your elbow. That gives the movement to your shoulder blades to keep them healthy and supple. Practice also keeping all of your fingers on the club. When you're doing a movement like this, don't articulate your club so that you're using the knob so that the knob turns around in your hand. Get that movement in your wrist, so try to hold on to it as best as you can. Let's begin our second set. And we're going with our shield cast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and swap to the other side. Don't hit your shoulder. All right, 2 sets down. If you feel like you're ducking your head out of the way, I still do it sometimes too, just to create the space. A little bit of inherent laziness maybe. Look up at the corner of your ceiling where the ceiling meets the wall, that corner up there. And don't think it's time to like knock the cobwebs out of there, but just keep your eyes focused on that position. It'll keep your head up, and worry about your posture. This is fairly simple exercise. You should probably kind of almost have it by now, you know? You'll get better at it. Don't get frustrated. Don't get frustrated if it's not swinging and you feel like you're pulling it through the air. It'll all happen and it all makes sense to you. And that's a good feeling when it does. But even if you're doing it and you don't feel like you're doing it as well as me, you're still getting benefits from it. You're not going to get hurt from it. Just make sure you just continue that movement around. Let's pick up our clubs and get ready again. Remember, try to keep your fingers completely on the handle. And because I didn't say last set, best set before I started the last set on my right, I'm going to say it now. Last set, best set. Whoa, I already ducked. That was great. All right, I'm going to say one thing. Stick around for 3 more minutes. You know why? Because we're going to do a bonus set here. You guys like that? We're going to do one more set. We're going to make this a 4x8 right now. And if you're already done or you feel worked from it, just end the workout here. If you're trying to work it to get that little bit of swing in the back and try to coordinate the movement, we'll try one more time, but do practice these on your own too. I'm just kind of like prodding you along to be a little bit better of a club trainer. You guys ready to do this last set now? All right. Start here. And remember, you'll get the Mace 360 from this too if you don't have one. Set your body so you don't move around. You don't do any funky stuff. And keep your hands on the club as best as you can. Oh, there was a little duck there. That's better. And there you go. All right, you guys, bonus set and all. That was a great workout. Remember, this was pattern developing. This workout could show up again, and we might be using a little more than the weight I suggested because we're getting a little better at these. See you guys at the next workout. Get at it. Peace.